go. We coming this year, nigga. Ain't nothing free, so I gotta get mine. I gotta get mine. I gotta get mine. Ain't nothing free, so I gotta get mine. I gotta get mine. I gotta get mine. Ain't nothing free, so I gotta get mine. I gotta get mine. I gotta get. Ain't nothing free, so I gotta get mine. I gotta get mine. I gotta get mine. Hey, let me elaborate. Y'all niggas trying fake. I've been out here getting cake. It been a process to get my money straight. I remember them broke days when I ain't thought they could control. I just kept that hammer, homie, nigga, knock out your soul. If you ain't got my money on time, you better cash out. If you do that bad business, homie, don't even give me that. I've been staying out the way cause I ain't doing no dead time. Cause I ain't got time for you, little homie, I'm getting mine. Coolest nigga in the world, but don't try to test me. I won't never lead you astray, that's why the Lord bless me. I need no attention, I just keep the extension. I was me against the world, so I'm feeling like Pop. Chasing all this hundreds like I'm Zeke, but I'm from the block. Monetize the flow, just follow the formula. If you ain't trying to get that bread, then I'm ignoring ya. I'm looking for a way out, cause I'm trying to go global. These niggas ain't on they hustle, they ain't even mobile. These niggas ain't no soldier, that's what a nigga told ya. Elias Cash, nigga, ain't nothing free. So you know how it is when you be coming to DC. Hey, ain't nothing free, so I gotta get mine. I gotta get mine. I gotta get. Ain't nothing free, so I gotta get mine. I gotta get mine. I gotta get.
I'm the realest in the DMV. Let me elaborate. Fuck your bitch.
Slow brothers. I know it's a little early for me to be coming on here, but just had me a good old convo with one of the old brothers, and I already know, like, dog, I'm gonna be sleep. I'm gonna be KO. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got these collard greens with these neck bones on low and slow, and yeah, bro, I ain't gonna make it. I ain't gonna make it. So early morning show, that's dead. It's dead. I know, it's dead. But I pretty much spent all day waiting, like salivating at the mouth, damn near, to bring y'all this one. And as time went on, I was like, this is a really simple message. It's like basic level shit. But then, excuse me, I remembered a teacher from one of my mentors, very accomplished man. I spoke about him before. His name is John Bowie, martial artist, father. He was with the shit, bro. He was with the shit. He's a hood nigga. He's a hood nigga. Call it what it is. And John Bowie, peep the last name, right? Told me that most fights end with a kick, a punch, or a chop. Most basic shit in the world. So that lesson, back to basics. So I'm gonna go ahead and go back to basics. Well, I finally got a chance to listen to the brother. God damn it, I forgot to load this shit up. Fuck. Okay, whatever. I forgot to load it up, but the brother Jet Black um had a video where it's this old timey looking brother that's in the thumbnail, and I messed all up tonight, man. Damn it. I ain't have time to plan. Anyway, he uploaded a video and it's a brother in his old time, got the button up with the vest on and the hat on video. He said that one of his former pupils, right, revealed to him that he realized why he was so good with women is because he's toxic as hell. And when he said that, I mean, he said a whole lot. It was a lot of gold in that video, and I just had to stop and focusing on one thing because I was like, I got ADHD, bro. I start going everywhere if I don't control it. But the reason why his former pupil is so good with women is because he's toxic. And I was like, I wasn't offended, but I'm like, nigga, that sound like me because I know I made peace with that a long time ago. I'm toxic, bro. I am. I am. Like I don't know what the conventional sense of it means anymore, but I tell you right now, I tell a hoe where to go and what to do real quick. Like I was listening. And I said I moved and twitched in my seat a little bit, like because we was traveling. You know what I'm saying? I done went out here and made me some good dough, some good money for the day. Specifically, um, 490. I like to be around five and above, but merging insurance job with a another job or whatever. One I had to pay $28 for, but then that lead netted me 365, and I got another 125 out of it. Plus, um, there was some other shit I could have did, but I didn't do. You know what I'm saying? Because I just priced it way too high. But I could have got it if I really wanted it, but I didn't. I didn't really want it. You know what I'm saying? It's the day before Thanksgiving. Fuck you. But anyway, back on subject. When he said that, I had to stop and do some introspection. And I said, by Jove, I think he's right. Hmm. See, I had all them hoes and I had a boatload of bitches, just a plethora of pussy, a bunch of it's no nice way to say it. A bunch of shucks on duck that was willing to fuck because I was toxic as a motherfucker. Did I start out that way? Fuck no. Fuck no. I didn't. I didn't. Bruh, I was going to church every Sunday. I done read the Bible front to back. I even was gonna be part of that whole team of people that went out there and went to evangelize to people. Talk to the Muslims or the Muslims and those who don't believe in the good word. And I trained for it. I read the Quran, bro. I read the Torah. And at the end of the day, I became this overly toxic male masculinist motherfucker. And I wanted to present a whole nother picture. But the gynocracy is a motherfucker. Yeah, it is. It's a motherfucker. Even when you're the pristine picture of what they want, you ain't what they want. And as a youngin', I couldn't wrap my head around that part. Because I said, I've made myself into this ideal man that you claim you want, right? And I couldn't fathom not being that anymore. But right? Here's where I fucked up. Me making myself into this ideal person, this ideal being, in my mind at that point, this supreme spiritual being that is exactly what you want. I didn't recognize at the time what the hoe was saying. Contract being, bro, I'll explain. Elaborate. See, I listen to the bitch explain to me what she wants. And not just the bitch, but many bitches explain to me what they want. And I found out ain't none of that what the fuck they want. And I was taken back by it, like, yo, but you said you want McDonald's and now you want Arby's. You said you want Arby's, but now you want Checkers. You said you wanted, I don't know, Waffle House, and now you want Home Depot. I don't understand. Didn't want. I was like, nah, these bitches don't know what they want if it serves a purpose. See, here's what I here's what I discovered. Right after I became this stellar male, this extra masculine man that can shoot a bitch in the face and still, you know, play checkers with the kids. Right, I realized that this hoe was leading me astray, and it wasn't nothing I could do. It wasn't nothing I could do, bro. I couldn't change this wretched jumps mentality or how she operated out in the world or what I thought she should or should not show. No, bro, no, no. It was a dead mission. Dead. Super dead. Uber dead. And I was looking at the bitch like, could you at least be good for me? And one, two, three of the kids we got. And she was like, nah, I ain't never gonna be that. And in my mind, I was like, yo, but I become everything you want. And she was like, bet, you right. A lick. And it fucked me up. I was in my feelings. I was pissing a bitch. Oh my God, I can't believe it. I can't believe it. I can't. Why? Why, Lord? Why? Then I had an epiphany. A thought sparked out the dark, came smack out the ether, right? I said, what if I do the opposite of what a bitch say and just peep what a bitch like? Well, I did that. And my down I went. My descent, it began, bro. See, when you're overly toxic, if a bitch don't know if she gonna get kissed on or choked out, she can't quite tell. Get what? She loves that. She loves that. And it fucked me up to come to that realization because I was trying my best not to. Like I said before, I was looking for love as a young man. Love. I just want to love you, baby. But them hoes was like, nah, we want to hand out some hard dick, nigga. We looking for a lick. What you want to do? Well, I can't be a lick, but I got two of the things you're all looking for. Temporary handout and this wood over here. And they was like, best nigga in my life I ever met. Mm-mm. See, I didn't become in today's known vocabulary toxic just because, he hates women. He's a bastard. Oh no. Why? Why? How could he? No, 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 no. I became their version of toxic because I was giving the bitches what they wanted. Now, let me go into further detail and explain. Right? This was for bitches in the military. This was for bitches that were doctors, lawyers, contractors, fucking realtors, you name it. Assistants, medical assistants, nigga, fucking accountants. It was for all of them. They all fed off that shit. They suckled from the teat of my toxicity. You know what I'm saying? But I can't really say a teat. It was something else. It began with a D. And they loved it. They just ate that shit the fuck up. And even when I told the hoes, you know I'm gonna throw you away, right? They were like, we know, but not yet though. Best shit in the world. See, the backwardsness of our community is it teaches us to be this way when in reality, in clear cut reality, bro, you ain't supposed to be like that. My problem was I didn't figure that part out and find that part out until later on. Slim, you know how many good women I thrown away? I'm talking about like, yeah, this bitch has the bag and has it all. And I was like, next. I just threw the whole way with no consideration, no care, no nothing. Just and you know the bitch called me back, bro. She hit me back up. Oh my God, sent a whole 21-page letter on via text message on how fucked up I am and how wrong I did her and how her feelings are so hurt, but she's still trying to suck some dick later though. That's what it would have said. I'm like, ew. See, what I found out is melanated women, the ABW, are the best at creating what they hate the most because the secret is they don't really fucking hate it. They love it. They lap that shit up like a dog when it's panting on a hot summer's day and you put some ice in the bowl, then you fill that motherfucker full of water. They lap that shit up. But when you tell a bitch by herself and you put it to her in just this raw, unadulterated form, they hate you for that, but then they respect you for that. But from that point on, my nigga, they gunning at you. They aiming at you, cuz. They want to figure out and find out how they can find that chink in your armor, that way they can twist that knife in. Let me let me share something with you that before I go into further detail that Hootsy, he be over on Simple Shit's channel a lot. I shout him out regardless. He ain't been over here as far as I can tell, not too many times, unless he cloud watching. But Hootsy said it's time. Well, number one, first off, words mean things. That's number one. Number two, you got to start calling things for what they are. And I was like, damn, that's what's up. Hoosie, right, bro? It's time. Hoosie said, "It's time we start calling the ghetto, the place where too many of us are raised and reared. Those meager circumstances, what it is." I've said this before. Motherfucking concentration camp. See, you coming up, don't matter if you were born in the 70s or the 60s or the 80s or whatever, bro, 90s, doesn't matter, 2000s. They had a clear line of where shit fell off, right? And the multitude of those women had ample time to sit back on that good old government assistance and share their experiences. Hence why grandma is in the ghetto and that bitch is in the ghetto and then your daughter ends up in the ghetto too. Well, here's what they did with that time. They sat back and chopped it up on some straight hoe shit about their experiences and they glorified them. They magnified them. They made it sound like it was the best shit in the motherfucking world. And girl, you need to get you some of this motherfucking paper, this dough, this assistance over this motherfucker. But here's the thing. Here's the trade off. For all those that know that grew up in the hood, bruh, you gotta start calling shit for what it is. Do you realize that there was no guarantee, and the bitch knew it? Forgive me for saying the bitch, but I'm just saying behavior, call it. That's what I recognize it as. The bitch knew, being mama, it was a chance you wouldn't make it out that motherfucker. The bitch knew that it was a chance you could lose your life fucking around over there, but she let you exist there nonetheless. Your loss was an acceptable loss if it happened. The real question is why? Why? Why was your loss once right that the end of you? Somebody coming around with a rusty screwdriver with that blade, and they try to get you up out of there. And they ain't just coming at one at you. Well, they ain't just coming at you one at a time. They coming at you in force. It's a group of them. Why were we forced to live there when the hoe knew the possible outcome? Has anybody asked that question? You know what I'm saying? Because the outcome was made rather clear from the time when they first moved in there, and motherfuckers got to lunching out and wilding out and making them ghettos famous for what they are today. Well, all right, bet. Maybe I'm tripping. Maybe I'm viewing things just the wrong way, bro. But one thing I can say with 100% sureness, as long as I've been on this earth, as long as I was willing to be a toxic dickhead, I've had access to all the pussy I could ever want and need. But then also look at most of the bras I was dealing with. They were hella toxic too. And it's like, damn. No matter what I did or what they said, long as I was willing to bang that back out, right? Be like, shut up, bitch. I don't give a fuck. And treat them like anything other than a lady. Guess what? Them hoes was down for the fucking count till they blew up. They was revved up and willing. They was on it. This is the reason why it's important to share, not just your own content, but other people's content, because you learn so much more and you see different perspectives, and it helps you put more pieces to the puzzle together. That way you can form up like Voltron real quick and come up with a whole nother piece that's been baked into the cake that we didn't even see. Them bitches raised us to be hyper violent, fucking savage barbarian goons. And the moment you became more than that, they didn't say it to you, but it's almost like the way they treat you was like, how dare you, my nigga, decide to become something? How dare you choose the trajectory of your life that's not a hyper violent fucking barbarian goon? Because guess what? That's what Keisha like. See, here's another little bit of game for you, cuz from what I done seen and what I done witnessed in my own life, right? When you are a hyper barbaric, violent ass goon, right? For that bitch, it's a thrill. She's thrilled by that. If she's with you, she knows she could be thrown away or shot in the face tomorrow. It's about surviving it. And she just so happens to make it, and get what? She got a story to tell. I survived it, and I lived like this, and we did that, and we did this, and we had crab legs every night. Bitch, your turn. That's what it's about. It's about her having brownie points on the next bitch. So for the hyperviolent barbarian goon, your whole life story is summed up by Keisha's story. Bruh, you don't go nowhere. How many of them hyperviolent motherfuckers have we seen, or them goons, them extreme, um, push it to the limit, wild motherfuckers, leave this bitch prematurely. You know what I'm saying? But them who Keisha love, they love that. I like what Common said. Her daddy was a gangster, so she loved him. When the whole time you was supposed to be a preacher boy, but you got to be gangster around this bitch. Fuck with any of these hoes. You know what I mean? I'm I'm getting older, but I ain't that old. I can recall a time, back in the '90s where all the little young Jones was flocking to all the D boys. Still, like it was the thing to do, the move to make. And as they got popped off one after the other, get what? Get what? Them hoes was baby mothers and getting preggo and, what I'm saying, getting used and abused out here in the game because now they are fucking with controlled substances. Now they start stripping. You know what I'm saying? It just, none of the stories ended well. But in Keisha mind, she like, but if I can survive this, ho, I got a story. And that story gonna shit on you bitches' stories. It's the most retarded shit fucking ever, bro. Straight up. Now, StreamYard tried to do me dirty. It wasn't willing to work me earlier, so I had to come on when I could come on. But I'm talking about everybody from the county chief or whatever the fuck made a position she has, because DEI is real, to the accountant. That's a bitch. They seem to love this type of dude when it's a Keisha. And at this juncture, I'm not even willing to call Keisha a woman no more. I'm just not, because I've learned that bitch, that hoe, yeah, I can do that all day. But for you brothers that went to school and focused or got a trade and focused that have jumped out there and stayed out there and made something of yourself, I am the melanin, the smooth skin, as dark and as voluptuous and sumptuous as it may be. But bro, let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. Because I've been around. Uh, do you think so little of yourself that you're willing to tie yourself to something that hates you? Do you think so little of yourself that your life has so little consequence that you can tie yourself to something that loathes you? See, when Keisha get with a man, a real man, one that's out here and earned his keep, that's made his place and secured it by putting in that work from the time he was a young man up until today, bro, she don't respect that. Is being tied to the so-called black community and being recognized in the eyes of all these other motherfuckers that think the black community are nothing that important to you. Because in uh, let's say about a decade, they'll be bred out too. Do you realize that if that hoe had the chance, she would have sold you out under Kamala? That's the vast majority of them, because most of them voted for him, for that hoe. She was willing to keep everything the exact motherfucking same and got mad because you wouldn't. Well, shit, only 27% of us voted out over for the other side, and they were hella butthurt about that. They were looking like all must be lynched and burned. What about the brothers that did vote for that? They were willing to remove them too. And because of my experiences and the shit I saw, I can tell you they are very upset. It's the story about the bitch that tried to pull some funny shit, not knowing how to get up out of here. But it's a whole nother story. Bruh, do you think so little of yourself? Have you been belittled and shamed so much to the point where you don't even consider you no more? Where you can hear this shit, see this shit, learn this shit, and still not make a motherfucking move? Are you so race loyal to the point where you blind, my G? You like Ray Charles, you don't see nothing. If so, I don't know what to tell you, because from what I can see, I don't see very many black women in my day to day live experience. I see a lot of bitches and I see a lot of hoes though. A lot of them. I see women from other cultures, and I see very few of their bitches and hoes. But when it comes to women that share my hue, I see a lot of bitches and hoes because that's what they chose to paint themselves as. That's the uniform they choose to put on every day. That's the camouflage they choose to rock out here in the world, acting like we ain't actively going to war with each other. Well, she ain't actively going to war with you. I've seen my fill. Now, the vast majority of Keisha you encounter, they gonna fall into that other category. Bitches and hoes. You're gonna find very few women. That's another thing the good brother Jet Black brought up when he mentioned AC. AC never said that there ain't none out here, but nigga, by the time you find a good one, the fuck, you be in a loony bin. I found a good one, and if she take a step too far to the left or to the right, in the dumpster she go. I'm just at that point because my sanity, my peace means more to me than anything, anything. And I'll move on to another culture and find another one. Being totally dogmatically loyal and blind to, you know, the cause and the people leave you fucked up. See, our fathers and grandfathers were like that, but they ain't had that many choices, bro. They didn't. Keep that shit a buck. We got hella choices. My nigga, you can hop a flight and be do you in fact she don't want to she wanna fuck you. It's just getting strange out this bitch. You know, some of these hoes are so masculine right now that they will walk up to you and egg on a fight. Pick one. And the moment you show her who you are for real, and how nice you've been, all that masculinity falls apart, goes away, and she falls back into, I'm being accosted. Someone please help. But the moment you get caught out of the way, she like, yeah, I whoop that nigga ass. She goes back to being masculine. They're too weird at this juncture. They're too weird, bro. You can't call range. I I gotta see them. I gotta go to their house. I gotta find out what the fuck going on with their little fucked up ass, cheap ass appliance. They like, but this costs 5 grand. Well, bitch, you should have spent the money if you couldn't afford it. I gotta listen to them cry and whine and so on and so forth. Then I gotta turn around and go to Chipotle and do a restaurant startup. So I'm around these bitches in their little ragged ass houses, in their little ragged ass trinkets, their little ragged ass accoutrements that they think mean something that they can't afford. I get to see their behavior. I experience it. I can walk in the door and tell you how, what the must in the air tastes like, my nigga. Like, yeah, nah, not this bitch. With their little flurry, excuse me, with their little furry slippers on and shit, trying to be cute. And at the end of the day, they ain't hitting on nothing. See, Keisha has decided not to be a woman, but to be a bitch and a hoe out here in mass. And some good game for you to keep in mind is every woman ain't a bitch. A woman ain't a hoe. But the vast majority of Keisha, yeah, my nigga, yeah, they is. They is. They is. And here the bad part, that ain't never gonna be your bitch. That ain't never gonna be your hoe. My G, you're paying for it and you're temporarily borrowing that pussy. Yeah, on some temporary shit. Because even when it comes down to Keisha dealing with the more savage individuals that are males that look like us, she's only waiting until she can safely betray that nigga. Straight the fuck up. She's waiting until she can safely give him his walking papers because she's got all the thrills she could out of him. If it make her Pringle tingle, she all with it. If it don't, she ain't. These are hard ass fucking truths. I know. I lived them, dog. Whatever race or group of women do you know would throw a whole marriage away to be the D boy's new boo? What other group of women walk around with the most deletions in U.S. fucking history or world history and be like, respect me? Whatever group of women have you heard say, pay for the pussy, pay for the pussy, pay for it? It's a whole song, dog. And then turn right around and be like, I don't understand why niggas acting like this. Woo woo woo. I can't get a date. I can't get nothing. Look at you, ho. Is another one. Well, what other group of women do you know in the world? No, he out there didn't the shit. But in word, it was my coochie so good, my man don't even care about my stink. Yeah. Why would you be proud of that? Why would you say that for the world? So you're actively disrespecting that man by fucking his nose up anytime you want some Gucci? Yeah. This is who they are and what they are. And I know it sounds so fucked up, but bro, you gotta kind of just accept it. What you see is what you get, and what they displaying is what they is that they call straight the fuck up. You ain't gotta like it, but you got to be honest with yourself though. I'm gonna leave that there. Looking down, this comment. Catch you climbing. How you doing, bro? Well, close to this motherfucker. Stream y'all once again. It's doing me dirty. I can't. There we go. Raggedy motherfucker. I hate this jump be tripping, bro. Sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. Sometimes it's cool, sometimes it's not, man. But honestly, this is the quality of woman you get here in the West. And I'll tell you, bro, blue book and go. Try your hand somewhere else. It doesn't matter your age, man. It doesn't matter your social status. Not fuck all that. If you can get you some money from over here, route that shit back over there, and live a comfortable life where you make at least 40K a year, bro, you pretty much Gucci in any part of the world you go to. This quality of a bitch has to run its course and just die out, bro. Like, no, no, hell no, hell no. And the most infuriating fucking part is, in their minds, they believe they're doing you a favor by dealing with you with some stank crotch and a bad attitude. You know what I'm saying? Somehow they laying blessings down on you by descending from the heavens and giving you that time when bitch is actually in reverse. Every time I've had to come down from where I'm at and speak to a bitch, I make sure she knows it, bro. But that's from years of dealing with bitches in the game. I'm telling you, brothers that ain't never been in that joint. This is how you work these hoes and twerk these hoes. Because if you don't, I'm gonna give you a quote a motherfucker told me years ago. If you ain't gaming your bitch gaming you. And that's just what it is, bro. And as much as we try to call it something different, bro, if you ain't controlling that bitch is somehow, some way, she's gonna find a way to gain control of you. Be it through your kids, be it through the legal system, be it through your funds and finances. Yeah, just let it go. Frozen, my nigga. Let it go. Let it go. Let that shit the fuck go. It ain't worth it. So, ain't gonna be no early morning message. I'll leave this shit here. Cause it's 2:04 in the morning. It's time I'm normally waking up any motherfucking way. And I'll just go ahead stop my rambles for the night. But on some real shit, bro, let the fantasy of that hoe go, cause that bitch ain't never gonna be that, man. You want the bitch to be better than the bitch will ever be because you want her to be it. They don't respect. They don't respect boundaries. None of that shit. They only respect pain, fear, what they can feed on. That's it. That's the limit of them. You don't believe me? Well, go on back to World War I and World War II and pull up some of them photos of bitches selling pussy for chocolate. Yeah, they got that box filled before they filled their stomach. I know it's fucked up. I know. My bad. I gotta be the nigga pointing it out, but it's real. I had a motherfucker tell me he's Dutch, right? He worked over in Afghanistan with, and he specialized over time. And he said he married Ty Jones, but he married one from the Boom Boom Rooms. that a city girl that had been turned out and turned on, whose hoeing was just on point and impeccable. Hence the reason why he married her, because she could do more tricks with a dick than the monkey could with a peanut, you know? But he said, this bitch is really one track minded. I'm like, okay, what do you mean? He said, well, her train of thought is first fill the stomach, after that, fill that box. And I looked at him like, yo, you misogynistic motherfucker. But now I get it. I get it. These bitches, these American, well, these Western bitches do it. They do it similarly, just a little different. They do it where it seems like it's indirect, but it's very, the same goal gets achieved, bro. It does. Bitch, divorce you because you had the bag, then turn right around and get the fucking with Randy and them. Then turn right around, she getting that box filled. But guess who's filling the stomach? Well, I guess you and Randy at the same goddamn time. You know what I'm saying? So as long as she's satiated, all her open orifices have been explored and done and her stomach's full, the bitch is happy. You know what I'm saying? As long as there's some government program for her to lean on to fill her stomach, she'll worry about that box later. Or she'll worry about that box and fill her stomach later. Just depends on the caliber of the bitch. This is what I've noticed. This is what I've seen. And after talking with brother Machismo, I had to throw this one out there because I'm like, yeah, I ain't getting up in the morning. I'm gonna sleep like 10:45, 11 o'clock, and then turn right around and you know, finish cooking this fucking food and shit. Even though I don't celebrate a holiday myself personally, I still do a little something for the wife because I'm a savage. She ain't. But y'all brothers be easy, man. Enjoy your Thanksgiving and enjoy your day off. This good old 3-day weekend is coming up. Oh no, what's today? Hold up. Am I tripping? Yeah, today's Thursday. So y'all got Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Yeah, that 3-day weekend is coming up. Relax yourselves, recalibrate yourselves, and start resetting your plans. If you haven't already, to get the fuck up out of here. Because brothers of your caliber, you don't deserve this shit. I know I put it really fucked up, but I'm just trying to give you what it is, man. This is how these hoes operate and think, from your basic bitch model to your I'm out here high class hoeing model, working the carpet, baby. You know what I'm saying? Like bitches that I dealt with that worked the carpet in Vegas, pristine, BBL on fleek, can ride on that all week. You know what I'm saying? Y'all think they have a fucking hot mom. It ain't nothing, not a fuck. What you do is regular stuff. That part. That's the magic trick they never saw coming. They expected you to hang on in there and pay one of these hoes to keep being a hoe. You know what I'm saying? Not to remove your resources, not to jet your ass on up and on out to fuck away from all this bullshit. You know what I mean? You're fucking keep your head up right now, cause nigga, you ain't acting right. But I'll leave that part there. You bros be easy. I'm gonna finish cooking these collard greens and take my ass back in and keep figuring this shit out, bro. Cause I can't wait till I can get the fuck up out of here. This shit I will show you. You know your boy wild, right? Bruh, bruh, bruh. Get 3 or 4 thick Colombian jump, bruh. Have a whole podcast with them, but they do it in bathing suits. Yeah, 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 yeah. Thong bathing suits. Anyway, I'm playing with ideas. You brothers be easy. Y'all be safe. Y'all be blessed. Enjoy your holiday. Take your time off. rest, recover, get your strength back, and we will. It's, I bro, hold on. Bro, shut the fuck up.